Welcome everybody to your GloCal Springboard. Good morning to America, good afternoon to Europe and the Middle East, and good evening to Asia and the Pacific. Warming up. Jerry, how did we get here?
Basically, we were in Noordwijk, the Netherlands, for the ICMCI conference, and Costa and I got to talking about how we could create cross-border relationships, and we started talking about it and got this wild idea of setting up all of this, which is what's happening now.
And a special thanks for supporting the virtual event to Lorraine Huckler, our immediate past chair and Vice President for Professional Learning. Lorraine, can we have a few words from you?
Yes, thank you, Konstantinos. It's a pleasure to be here. I currently am responsible for professional learning, which includes our continuing education as well as certification. And as chair of the Academy, we actually train our members and members of other institutes and the consulting community with training that aligns with the competency framework and the CMC application, which is structured for early career, experienced, and mastery.
As you already know from the program invitations, we have a blended mix of 10 international prime players, players from around the globe, and American players from the US, stationed mostly in the US. So our first hour ahead will include a show, tell, and share session where our blended mix of 10 panelists will share with us their international project assignment insights and experiences. The second hour ahead, we will connect, link, and shape both panelists and participants, eligible participants, so that we can recognize business opportunities and cross-border collaborations.
What I have learned there is that there is a lot to share with those people. They are willing to get from the international consultants, but in the same time, you cannot be successful without understanding the culture, the local culture. It's very important to have a strong local connection that you trust and you go together. And I think that if you don't have something in your own way of being to help you to communicate, to express yourself, because at the end of the day, consulting it's selling an idea.
You need to invest your resources, time and money in a completely different way. Mm-hmm. And this is the big change and the big challenge in the same time.
Culture is the big risk. So I am not worried about the technical part, but the big risk is clash of culture or like not understanding the culture while delivering international projects.
Right. If we're talking about critical success factors, then definitely understanding the local cultures and appreciating those is very important, but also ensuring that we're working with organizations that have a sufficient level of readiness and maturity, because in our part of the world, there are organizations that can waste a consultant's time, and I try and avoid that through a readiness assessment that I conduct before any engagement I work in.
Of the transaction, then we ask people to work with us. That could be a waste of a precious time of a friend. So talking about benefit or returns, that could be many.
We'll be able to create pre-matters and matchmake as well. We mentioned about this follow-up program. If there is interest, you can write to us, and we can take it over, take it a next step, and probably blow it to other stages and levels. Yes, from the international panelists, you can say thank you to our audience and our colleagues. Go ahead.
谢谢 Thank you.
谢谢
Thank you. Grazie.
One final comment.
Yes.
This may not be clear, but Costa has spent an enormous amount of time putting this all together, and without him.